First of all, how you doing? How is everything?
Everything is great, man. I'm ready to put on a show. Keep seeing this thing as it reminds me of the Avengers.
This
I'm
it
over here at the Avengers table. We're planning
does look like it, doesn't it?
we're planning a superhero meeting or something. And nah, man. What's cool about Tiago is he had a couple bare knuckle fights,
Mm-hmm.
and he was a bare knuckle world champion.
Yeah.
And he's just another Alvarez to me. I'm gonna punch a hole in him. So.
Talk it and tell me if I'm wrong here. This has felt like the perfect partnership. Like BKFC and you. I mean, this was meant to be. Like you are the perfect guy. You're obviously, in my mind at least, the face of the sport, the face of the organization. Why has this been such a perfect matchup or partnership?
I like to I like to stand and bang, I
Yeah.
guess, and it's I've always been a boxer,
Yeah.
and I was a boxer that had success in mixed martial arts, which you don't see a lot
Right.
of.
So that's how you look at yourself, right? Not you were a boxer, you were a guy who stand up, strike, who was doing MMA and obviously had a ton of success doing it. But
I was just a kid
yeah,
who had a dream to
yeah,
win a lot of money
yeah,
fighting people, and the most fun way to fight, when you're in school, guys ain't grabbing and
right,
holding on the
right.
ground. And I mean, I guess you got your wrestlers in high school. I learned how to wrestle a little bit, but I still just always wanted to punch. And I watched Mike Tyson. I watched Roy Jones
Yeah,
Jr. I mean, Floyd Mayweather. Those guys are incredible, man.
yeah,
So to be like that, I'm from Flint, Michigan, and
yeah,
I know Floyd's from Grand Rapids. Shout
yeah,
out Jamal Hill.
yeah,
He UFC champion
yeah,
from Grand
yeah,
Rapids. So Michigan got hands. I'm trying to
yeah.
back that
Clearly,
up everywhere we go.
talk to me about the difference. I think people see MMA and they'll say, okay, that's brutal, but they're like, I'm scared, man. I could never see myself fighting bare knuckle, man. That's brutal. Talk to me about the differences in an MMA fight versus a BKFC fight.
I don't.
Obviously, we know the obvious differences, but
Right,
I mean the
like the
level of
obvious
violence,
ones, the
the what
kicking
the
and stuff.
punches feel
But
like, all that stuff.
that's the thing about MMA is it kind of slows the violence down.
Yeah,
It's more of a defensive
right,
strategy to martial arts, to where you grab, hold, you work
right,
positions,
right.
and
You gotta make sure you don't get
and
taken
you
down,
slow
right?
it down. And
Right.
then bare knuckle boxing is like toe the line,
Go.
you stand in the
Right.
middle, and they say knuckle up, and you
Right.
just start winging them.
Right.
And it's very fitting for me. I got a hard head. I am hard headed. I'm a knucklehead, if you will, and I'm gonna put my knuckles on Tiago's head.
What are you thinking when they say knuckle up? What are you thinking in that moment?
Oh man, I'm free.
Not
There's
nervous?
no
Are you
thoughts.
very
There's no
nervous?
thoughts. I'm just like, no, no. That's maybe, right before
Right.
I
Of
get the
course.
the nerves get
Yeah.
there. But I try to be very confident the whole time because I know I'm really good at this stuff.
Right.
Like, it's just something about when you put two men in a ring, and I'm one of them,
Yeah.
and you tell them to go try to hit each other
Right.
in the face with their left and right
Yeah.
hand, and I'm gonna hit your hands with my head. And I think the pressure, the platinum pressure, if you will,
Yeah.
it's too much for everyone. I feel it is a very nice matchup. Me and
Perfect.
BKFC were a perfect
Yeah.
match made in heaven, and I'm grateful to God for
Yeah.
it because
Yeah.
it's a tough business, but
Right.
it works for me.
Are you mad at the guy you're fighting? And I understand you have different relationship with
Mm.
different opponents, but are you getting yourself angry at the guy you're fighting? Are you not?
I'm
Do,
cool as a cucumber, man,
right.
but you know, I'm not seeing them yet. I haven't seen them yet. I
Yeah.
have kind of past history, but it's like a history of no history,
Right.
because maybe there was a time where we thought about we were gonna fight, it was gonna happen, it didn't, and I've seen he mugged me before, and if I could think about that, I'm a little pissed off
Right.
that you mugging me, and but we're gonna settle the difference,
Right.
and I know my skills, and I think I'm gonna be swaggeroo in the ring against him, and I'll be too fast, too much for him.
How is he? Is he still in his prime? I mean, is this? And I think I know the answer to this. Is he still a dangerous guy and
You
all
know,
that?
people always do this prime thing. You
Yeah.
know, it's like Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. You
Right.
know, that's a big difference.
Right.
Right.
That's like 21 years.
So it's like, is Mike still capable? We see the videos. He's
Looks
doing
it.
it, right?
Yeah, he looks good.
Thiago is definitely one of the best. He fought some of the best, but the best thing he ever did was lose to George St. Pierre.
Mm.
And so now, you know, the next one's always the best one. This is the next one for both me and him. And this is a big opportunity for both of us. And I'm here to show that I think maybe he's here for the wrong reasons. Or he's been sitting out waiting, looking for this fight,
Right.
you know, and I'm gonna bring it to him. I love what I do.
Yeah.
I love being the king of violence. I've finally been crowned, and I wear that with, you know, I wear that on my chest, bro, and I carry it with me wherever I go. Like, I don't literally have the belt
Right.
with me, but this
But
is
that's
the
what-
belt,
right.
my brother.
You are
You know
it.
what I mean?
Right. Is the belt on the line? Is the title on the line, by the way? Or
I mean,
unofficially?
unofficially,
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. They might have something planned, but I don't. All I know is that I punch this guy in the face and I get a nice paycheck,
Right.
and my family keeps living good, happy life. And you know, look, it takes great martial artists to meet me in the middle of the ring, great fighters, and I can give Thiago a respect there, but that will come after April 27th. It will be nice to finally have stepped and toed the line in the ring with him.
Yeah.
And then I will be nice with him. But before that moment, I'm gonna break him.
If you could make any fight down the line, what's your dream fight in BKFC? Who is that guy?
In BKFC,
Yeah.
I'll go. I mean,
In
Jake
a-
Paul, man, if he hurts Mike Tyson, bro, let me get that, bro. And he's not coming to bare knuckle. That's the thing, though.
Right.
That's the thing, right?
You
Is
don't think he would do it?
these guys? So who wants to come bare knuckle with me? You know that. Shout out to MVP, man. We had a heck of a matchup,
did.
heck of a fight.
Yeah, that was
I
fun.
loved that I could share that with him, and
Yeah.
he could share it with
It was
me.
fun to watch. too.
And look how talented he is.
Yep. Gets the first
You
win
know,
in the,
yeah,
in the
against the
UFC.
tough
Yeah.
Kevin
Yeah,
Holland.
heck
So,
yeah.
you know, I like what I do here.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people will grow on. It will grow on them when they watch this fight, April
Yeah.
27th. I plan to, you know, be the best version of myself that I've been, and we going mainstream. You know, I'm taking a dirty bare knuckle
Yeah.
boxing sport. It's gruesome in there,
Yeah.
but I'm taking it mainstream.
Right. But
And-
it is a sport, right? It feels like to me like back in the day, like 20 years ago when people thought MMA was brutal and, hey, you can't do these things. It definitely feels like people used to say that about bare knuckle, but that's changing now. And it's become much more mainstream. And it feels like it's trending that way in a big way.
I mean, I think people like it because it seems real.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
It's like, well, like
who hasn't gotten into a little scuffle at the
right.
bar,
It's like the
or
most real thing, like a bar
at the
fight.
grocery store,
Right.
or
Right.
you know,
Got the
somebody.
big gloves on.
Oh, you trying to take the same
Right.
parking spot? What you doing?
Right.
Get out of
You
the
think that's
car.
why people like it and they relate to it? Because it is like the most sort of like pure, real fight on the street thing you could have.
Might make them second think doing it though.
Well,
You know, that'd be
yeah,
good,
doing it,
'cause
right.
I'm getting
Watching.
paid for it.
Right.
And you know,
Watching is different.
just
from
might
doing it.
lose you groceries.
Yeah. So Jake is that guy that you would like to.
But yeah, he's doing the biggest, or yes, but he's not doing bare knuckle.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
but I wouldn't put it past Jake Paul,
Yeah.
because he's been doing stuff that people would say that he's afraid of and
Right.
things like that. And that's partly what drew me to bare knuckle, was that so many were worried about it or afraid
Yeah.
of it, and I'm like, it seems real to me. So Jake, man, definitely issue you a challenge. If you get through Mike Tyson, test yourself for real and let's have a street fight. He tried to pass me off to Bradley Martin and was like,
Right.
if you beat Mike Perry in a street fight,
Right.
Bradley was never gonna say yes to
Right,
that. He
no.
wouldn't want me to come across at him and
No.
throw bare knuckle
No.
fists at his face. Jake might
Right.
have the balls to do it.
Right. It sounds like you respect him, Jake.
No, man, fuck Jake, man.
Yeah. Any talent?
Fuck Jake.
What do you think about his talent, or does he not have any talent?
Yeah, he's got some. But I'd like to say I'm beating him as fast as he's beating these taxi drivers, especially bare-knuckle. I'll hurt him, and he'll cry and run away and cower in the corner in the fetal position. No, don't hit me no more.
Right.
Who's he getting? They're getting him these guys that he can just knock out, man.
Are you into the Mike fight, the Tyson fight?
I'm interested in Mike
Yeah.
to see what's.
Right.
He's a savage. I know it's real, but
Yeah. Are you impressed seeing his videos?
Now Jake Paul isn't as far as Vitor Belfort might be, in my opinion.
Uh-huh.
But Jake has some. He can hit. He's got a good team around him building him, and you know, the last guys he hit, and I just I'm not really sure. I kind of lost my train of thought thinking about punching Jake in the face. I kind of lost my thought.
Don't get too mad up here now.
Jeez.
I thought you might say Conor McGregor.
He's too busy being a movie star. You know?
He is.
He's trying to get a fight, though. He's hungry, right?
Sounds like, he said apparently the Chandler fight is going to happen in the summer. Would you, and then tell me if you've acted before, I can't remember right now, though. You have any interest in acting? We've obviously seen
I've actually signed to do a movie.
Oh, no way.
I thought we were going to maybe start some recording back in February. Things have been a little busy, and, you know, with a fight going on, that's the most important thing.
Yep.
So,
that'd be cool, though.
At some point, I could play a couple cool roles. I could be an angry guy at the grocery store or something. And
I don't know if you could do that.
I could play. What do you mean, dude?
I think you could.
I could play like a guy in New York at the deli.
Yeah.
I'm like hitting rats off the top with the broom. Hey, get out of here, man.
You got the accent and everything.
Hey. Get out of here, man.
I like you got the accent down. Boom, sign him up. I'll get you out of here on this. You obviously have respect for Thiago. Anything you'd say to him, and you have a feel for how the fight goes once we get that knuckle up.
Man, let's see what happens after 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
After he's in there with me for 4 minutes. Let's see what happens. Let's see if he has the balls to get off that stool again and meet me back in the middle.
You think there's a chance once, Bell, we fight, he goes back, you think there's a chance he doesn't come back out?
And his team's asking him, is your face okay? Is it hurting? Do you want to continue?
Yeah.
And he's over there like, they don't want to say no, but they'd be like, damn, I don't want to go back out there.
You can tell.
And I'd be out there waiting.
Do you sense that when somebody's feeling that, when their will has been broken? Do you sense that?
I mean, at the end of the second round, I was looking at Eddie Alvarez last fight. I was like, oh, I found the timing. I got you. Right. I know I landed some good ones because it looked like a shotgun hit my index finger. Looked like I got hit with a shotgun in my index finger, and that was the shotgun that I hit him with. And it just exploded on impact, and I was ready to put it through him again.
Are your hands? How are your hands?
He was sitting over there on the stool like this. He wouldn't even look back. He was like, I'm not going back out there, bro.
Are your hands in bad shape, good shape?
Terrible, but like,
doesn't matter.
It's bone.
Right.
You know what I mean? If I break my bone and it's little sharps and pointies, I'm going to hit you with that.
You're crazy. My man.
Yeah, you know that medieval weapon, the mace, is it?
Yeah,
it's kind of like that thing right there.
Don't pick that up. Oh, man. Thank you, Mike.
Appreciate you, bro.
Brother.
Yeah.